What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. Test, test, test. Let's see how this mic sounds. Test, test, test. All right. Hold on, I hear the static. I'm going to fix it. Let me see if I can fix it real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. Test, test, test. That sounds real bad. Hold on. Let me fix this mic before we hop in this. Test, test, test. That sounds real bad. Hold on. Test, test, test. Let me know how I sound when y'all jump in. Test, test, test. Let me know how I sound when y'all jump in. Oh my goodness, I hear the static, but it'll be fine once I start talking. I don't know what be going on. StreamYard does not be liking to work with me. So I don't know why I be doing this with StreamYard. Hold on, we're gonna figure it out, y'all. But while y'all hopping in, we're still gonna be looking at these charts, but we're gonna figure it out as we go. Where my AirPods at? That'd probably help me. Alright, give me 1 second, y'all. We ain't missing nothing though. I'm gonna let y'all hop in while I try to figure this out. Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? I see y'all hopping in here. It's Wednesday, y'all. Been a great week so far. We're gonna break that down in a little bit. Okay, everything sounds better. Let me know how the mic sounds on y'all's end. Like I said, we just static it, refresh the stream, see if that works, but it still sounds bad when y'all hop in. Let me know. But like when I'm quiet, you might hear it, but we're gonna figure it out. So there's a few setups we're gonna be looking at. So I'm still holding US30 and SPX, letting the members know. Obviously, UJ, we got wicked out. Most people should have got wicked out of UJ, and by most, I mean everybody, because the final TP got hit. Then it literally reversed afterwards. So we got 5 minutes till London session starts. We do got some news popping off today. Members, we're going to be going live for the ADP news. So we got Euro news popping off all day. We got Spanish CPI popping off right at the start of London session. So we're going to see what happens with the Euro pairs. Then we got nothing going on for the rest of London. And then, like I said, 8:15, 8:30, we're going to be going live with the members to watch the ADP and prelim GDP. Then at 10 a.m., we got USD news. And then that's pretty much it for today. Then tomorrow's pretty clean looking as well until New York session, 8:30. Only got one news event going down tomorrow, and that's USD news, unemployment claims. And then Friday, of course, we got GDP for Canada. And then at 8:30, we also got non-farm employment, average hourly earnings, unemployment rate. Then at 10 a.m., we got ISM manufacturing PMI. And that's how we're ending this month. And we're going to be starting the last month of the quarter. All right. And then after that, we're going to be in the slow part of the year. All right. So after October, y'all, things are going to slow down. So definitely take advantage of these next couple months. All right. If it was anything like last year, after October, it's going to be super slow and choppy, especially for the indices, because, you know, there's going to be a bunch of holidays popping off. All right. So anyone traded last year, y'all kind of remember, or if y'all was in the playbook or the free Telegram advanced play sooner in last year, y'all remember as well. right? So we go to October. Obviously, at the end of October, what happens? Halloween, right? But look right here. So we got a bunch of daylight savings about to pop up. They won't even let me show. It won't even let me go past that. But yeah, there's gonna be October holidays after Halloween. Then of course there's gonna be Thanksgiving. Bunch of bank holidays are gonna be popping off. A bunch of things are gonna be closed. And then after that, of course, it's gonna be Christmas, New Year's. What else? Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all types of shit going down. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be the last quarter of the year is definitely gonna be one of the slowest and toughest quarters to trade. But there's still gonna be opportunities. All right, so we had a great day yesterday. So we had this huge SPX play that me and the members entered on Monday. Was choppy a little bit here, as you can see. Then we hit a few TPs, did a final retest during New York session yesterday, and after that retest, that thing exploded. Huge one for risk reward. Trade breakdown for this is dropping today. All right, I got a trade breakdown. This one's going to be dropping for the public. Then I got another trade breakdown dropping exclusively for the YouTube memberships. All right, so yeah, this was a huge move right here. The MENA members who also entered US30 were in that trade as well. I'm going to show you that as well. We entered this yesterday. We called this on, I want to say we called this during the live stream. I want to say that, but I can pull that up to confirm. So let's actually pull that up. Those just join the stream, go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Last week we went 7-1, caught 1,079 pips. Last month we went 34-3, caught a total of 105,389 pips. All right, so let's go. All right, let's check this out. So we're about to pull up the advanced play signal room. We're about to be looking at the euro pairs as well because we got euro news about to pop off. I want to look for a GBPJPY, but of course, it started moving right before we started London session, about an hour before. So like always, we're not going to chase the trade. We're either going to wait for the retracement, which always happens eventually, or we're going to wait for price to hit the next price level. Now, right here, this is when the retracement happened. So if it doesn't want to retest this level, we might just miss this move, and we're just going to have to wait for it to hit the next level. The reason why we're going for buys is the same reason why we went for UJ buys. Price is still bullish, right? Look at this here. If you have not watched my video on how to identify the trend, I don't know what you're doing. Unless it's your first week here, I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all need to watch this video. It's going to help y'all out. It's my most recent video on my channel. I'm about to drop it in the chat. What's going on, Orion? I see you in here. There we go. I just posted that in the chat. Make sure to watch that. All right. Because we all watched this video, y'all probably would have been able to read this as well. Okay. So it was nice and bullish this week. Boom, nice pump up. Made a higher high here. Reversed, came back to the main support level, which we can clearly see right here is a strong resistance turned to a strong support. We clearly see when price hit this level, treat it as support. And then since then, what happened? Price has been pushing up, continuing the bullish momentum. So we're going to be looking for buys here to try to take out this resistance level and to possibly make a higher high this week. So that's what we're looking at for GJ. Would not consider sells unless price breaks below this daily level. I think I went over this on yesterday's live stream as well. Yeah, so London session just started, so it looks like it's not going to retrace for us, so we're just going to leave that alone. We're going to switch these over. We're going to go pull up the euro pairs to see what's going down. I hope I go to the right source, huh? All right. So this started a little more early as well. Yeah, so we kind of got a little level of traffic getting formed right here, but we look like we're about to try to break it. Same thing here. We kind of missed the entry here. So we're either going to wait for retracement or we're going to wait for price to break this resistance level where we can enter a buy. But this is still bullish as well. It tried to do a little drop here, rejected that level, pushed back up, did a little rejection yesterday, but still respecting this level of support as we can see here. So yeah, we're still looking for buys here as well. We just missed a good entry. It looks like the euro news is going to help push price up. So yeah, we're just going to look for entry up here, unless price retraces for us. All right, it's going to be the same trade idea as this day right here. Just didn't take it because confirmations didn't get met. All right, cool. So you already know the deal. London session just started, so now we're about to go through all the pairs, see what the game plan is going to be for London and New York. Yeah, this move started about an hour ago as well. Yeah, so this is respecting the support level also, as we can see right here. If I can click it, there we go. Let me get this off the screen. So same thing was nice and bullish, huge push to the upside. Boom, boom. Did a retest, higher low, try to make a higher high, rejected that level, but it's still respecting the support level multiple times. It's rejecting this level here. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to wait for price to break out of this box. We're either going to enter a sell if price breaks below this level, or we're going to enter a buy if price breaks above this level. So that's what we're going to do with EA. We could technically look for a buy right here, but it's not that a good entry. So we're just going to wait for it to break above or below this level. So that's what my game plan for EA is right here. Now the USD pairs might be choppy until pre-New York. It might try to do a quick move or two during London, but like I said, we're obviously bullish. I'm not looking for sales right now. I'm deep in profit on SPX. It's still trying to push up. We're deep in profit on US30 as well. I'm going to show the signals for both those plays in a second. I just want to make sure we're not missing any setups. Yeah, so we missed that one. It's all good, though. We're about to see what else is popping off. Let's just go ahead and pull up GN. All right. Yeah, so GN is interesting. So we're going to wait for it to hit this resistance level and see how it reacts. So one of two things can happen here. Again, was catching these huge buys this 1 week. As you can see, a lot of these pairs had this huge push to the upside at the beginning of the month. Then we had that retracement last week. So price is currently making lower lows. So when price comes to this resistance level, if it continues to treat as resistance, we're going to look for a sell. But the slight chance it breaks back above, we're going to go for buys. But right now it's looking bearish. So right now our game plan is going to be sells. But of course, we're not going to just blindly enter it. We're still going to wait for confirmations. But I am going to write up a sell idea. Those just joined the stream, we have not entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join a free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Go ahead and hit that first link and check that out for yourselves. We're going to pull it up in a second as well. We're just going through all the pairs like we usually do as soon as London session starts. See what the game plan is. And then once we narrow down the couple pairs, middles and indices we're going to be looking at, then we're going to be breaking them down. And then, of course, just waiting for our confirmations. And if I see what I like, or if I see anything I like, you know what I'm saying, we're going to answer. Just like UJ. And UJ, by the way, we're going to go over UJ in this live as well, because UJ, I think UJ is going to be a good example for both people with free channel and especially the members of why it's just important to just trust your analysis, hold to SR TP gets hit. And another reason why we trade based off the flow and trend on the bigger time frames. Like I said, I got two trade breakdowns dropping today. If you haven't watched any of my other trade breakdowns, I'm gonna drop my most recent one. And then while y'all binging my videos, which I recommend y'all do, you're gonna notice every trade breakdown starts off the same way. We start off with the bigger time frames, and then what? Identifying the trend. And I always explain why we do that. All right. So give me 1 sec. I just heard that static too. Let's see if it gets fixed. If it doesn't get fixed, I'm gonna fix it myself. All right, looks like it went away. I don't know. Last, I think it's like if I slightly even touch the plug. I don't know. StreamYard super sensitive, but let me find my most recent trade right now. Here it is. I just sent that in there. What's going on? Good day. What's going on? Good day. Yeah. It's literally if I like touch the plug. I need to do some wire management today. Give me 1 second. Test, test, test. Let me know how that sounds when it comes back. I know it's like a 10-second delay. So let me know how that sounds when I'm back on. That sounds bad. Let me fix you really quick, though. Let me see. All right, we're gonna see if that got fixed. I'm about to reopen the live as well. I'm about to refresh the stream. Let me see if that fixed the issue. Okay, that sounds a lot better. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, what's going on? Good day. That US30 JPY play was amazing. Hey, I appreciate that. We're gonna break that down a little bit as well. We're gonna break that down a little bit as well. All right, but this is my most recent trade breakdown, so make sure to check that one out. I think it's like my third or fourth most recent video. All right, so right now we're just waiting for some setups. We see a couple of good potential moves, but not at any ideal entry points. So what are we doing? We're waiting for those entry points. We got to wait for retracements or for the levels above or below us to get broken and hit. All right, we see this pushing back up. So we're going to move this out the way. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so I am leaning towards sells on this. I was just trying to see what's going to hold that level, but if it wants to retrace and retest that level again, that's okay with me. Again, I'm not really looking for buys anytime soon. This thing's just making lows, it's dropping. So yeah, I'm leaning towards sells. I'm leaning towards sells, not lying to y'all. So we're just going to watch and see what it does, though. And as far as if it wants to push up, we're just going to let it push up. But I'm not looking for buys right here, to be honest. So right now, today, I'm looking at JPY buys. Just missed the entry. Want to do a move an hour before London session started. This 3 o'clock candle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So literally about an hour and a half, hour and 15 ago, the move started. And I was not on the charts at that time. I was taking me a little nap. So nothing we can do about that, you know. And again, like if I wanted to, I could stay up all night and stare at the charts. But you know, like most people, you know, we got lives. We don't want to do that, right? So that's why when you have a strategy that, well, I don't even like saying strategy. When you know how to read the charts, you understand the flow of price. You can literally trade during any session. And plus, I was still holding these two trades here, SPX US30, so I wasn't really tripping too much. All right, so we got some retracements going down here. So yeah, we can't really do nothing with the currency pair. So we're going to pull up gold and see what gold's up to. Ooh, gold's still chilling. Yes, we got a lot of these pairs just chilling. So gold, I went over this with the members. All right. So if y'all don't know how to understand, if you don't know how news works, I got a video on my channel on how to trade news. But gold, again, like price literally just follows the flow of price. News doesn't change anything. It still follows the game plan. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, price does one or two things, goes up or down. But this was pretty predictable, okay? If y'all was in yesterday's live stream, I literally said we're looking for buys. Price broke above this level. I said if it breaks above this level, we're looking for buys. I said that on Monday. Then yesterday's live, I said staying above this level, we're looking for buys. And guess what happened? Price shot up. This wick was that small little fake out that we see here when we go on a smaller time frame. All right, so this was the wick for yesterday. It's when price did this little drop down. So again, if y'all remember during the London session, price was just chilling here, la la la, and then that thing rejected this level, did a quick push to the downside. People probably went for sells, poor people, poor souls. If y'all went for sells, you know, just have this be a lesson, all right? Rewind this part and watch it again because this is exactly what went down. Okay, again, this is why you got to go on the bigger time frames to see the flow of price, okay? I don't care what strategy you use, you still need to identify the trend and go with the trend. Y'all like to do little liquidity sweeps or whatever, trend lines, support resistance, whatever y'all strategy y'all like to do, it doesn't matter. You still need to identify the trend first. That way you have a higher probability and likelihood of price going your way. So if you would have did that, you would have saw that price was showing bullish signs. So you would have been looking for strictly buys. And since you're only looking for strictly buys, you wouldn't have fell for that sell, right? You would have either went for a buy, maybe down here, or you would have, like I said in the live stream, waited for price to break below here to go for a sell, or wait for price to break above here to go for a buy. So price was chilling here all day, and then right before, this was literally right before New York, pre-New York, it dropped down. This is the 9 o'clock. And then as soon as the news started, this is the news candlestick at 10 a.m. We go to yesterday. We had news at 9 a.m. and then we had news at 10 a.m. As soon as the 10 a.m. news started, I dropped that New York price watch list for the members right before the 10 o'clock news. As soon as the 10 o'clock news started, which was this candlestick here, you're telling me it's a coincidence that as soon as the news candlestick started, it broke right above my zone here? You tell me it's a coincidence right before the news, it dropped down. Coincidentally, as soon as the news is about to start, it breaks back above my support level. And then look at that. It literally shoots zone to zone in just one news candlestick. Not a coincidence. Then after that, what happened? Price just got stuck here. So there's probably people that went for buys after this, which was a little too late. So now they're chilling in drawdown. And now they're about to have the same feeling people had with the UJ play yesterday. All right. And speaking of which, we're going to go over UJ as well. All right, so we got SPX retracing, retesting that level. US30 is probably doing the same thing. GJ still pushing up. So before we go over UJ, I just want to make sure that we're not missing any setups. So let me look and see what these other pairs are up to. All right, so that thing's pushing up. Got some volume. I want to see how GN reacts to that daily level. GA is pushing up as well. All right, and that's why we always wait for confirmations. All right, so we're gonna let GA leave GA alone. So we're gonna be watching GN. I'm gonna put that on my. Yeah, gold ain't doing nothing. So we're gonna put GN on this screen because gold's taking a nap probably into the news. So right now we're going to be watching to see how GN reacts to this level. I'm leaning towards sells, but we're still going to be waiting for the confirmations to see how price reacts here, and then we'll go from there. We're going to keep SPX right there. Leave GA alone. Yeah, I don't want to go for buys on this, so I'm not. I'd rather wait to see how it reacts to that resistance level. Yeah, I'm not going to go for buys on that. I'm just going to watch it, to be honest. We'll delete this. Well, we'll keep it there for now. But I did go over the sell idea on yesterday's live as well. Did a little fake out. It was, remember, this was during the live when it was chilling at this level. Then we had the news event, still chilled here, did a quick drop. And after that, what happened? Pushed up just like gold. Then right before the 10 o'clock news, what happened? Came right back down and tanked. So again, not a coincidence. All right, so we're going to put, right now I'm just trying to see what pairs are at ideal entries or coming close to the key price levels, and we're just going to keep those pairs on the charts. Put those on pairs on the screen. All right, so we got our resistance level coaching here. All right, yeah, so we're going to see if we can break these highs and make a higher high today. So I'm going to put a buy idea right up here. That's a decent stop loss. All right, cool. New 15 just started. Didn't quite hit my level yet. Right underneath it. So we're going to keep it right there for now. US30 is retesting my level, which is cool. I had another position here on it. I missed a good position on US30 yesterday. Scaling in wise, that is. Mhm. All right, cool. Yeah, so we're going to be watching this right here. We're going to see if EJ can break that level. So while we're doing that, we're going to go over UJ really quick. I went over this with the members slightly. Those that was in the group chat. If you're a member and you're not in a group chat, I mean, you don't got to, like I said, it's an option, but there's a lot of information. There are people who are asking questions you might have. So definitely recommend just at least peeping in there, seeing what's going down, and then definitely looking at the pinned video in there. So if you're going to do anything, at least watch the pinned video in there because the video is only in the group chat. So whoops, we have another potential buy setup for UJ as well. It's about to go for round 3 with us. So we're looking at EJ and possible UJ buys. All right, so we're about to break down basically what happened with UJ. I broke it down in yesterday's live stream, but like I mentioned in the free channel, so let's go into the free channel. We're still going to show the SPX plays and stuff like that. Actually, let's do that first since we're already in here. So these are old trades. Nobody take these trade ideas. So this is the advanced play signal. So this was the US30 trade we called. We also called the SPX trade. So we're just going to go back in time. So this was the SPX trade we called on the 28th. This was an entry SL, TPs. We had a couple TPs that day. We hit TP5 that day. Then it retraced. We entered this US30 buy during the London session live stream yesterday. We broke down US30 as well as a couple other setups. So we entered US30 yesterday as well. Then you see that more TP started to get hit yesterday. We hit like TP1 on US30, and then if we pull up US30, you'll see, yeah, I need that to hit that level. So we're still going to leave that alone. So then if we go on to US30, you'll see exactly that. So hit the first TP, then rejected, did a little playing around, probably got trapped some sellers really quick. Wicked the stop loss, then look what happened. Push back up. So after push back up, that's when we re-entered the buy. Why did I go for a buy? Because again, looking at the flow up price. Somebody asked me about US30 yesterday. I broke it down in the analysis yesterday, but again, it was bullish. Yes, there was a big drop here, but again, you got to look at the overall picture. You can't just look at one candlestick or one move or what it did only last week. You got to see what it's done for the month, for the quarter, and overall for the year. All right, it's a huge puzzle piece. It's a huge code. You can't just look at one part, which is what a lot of people do. Or the worst thing to do is when people be on small time frames off rip and they're just looking for just patterns to enter trades off of. You gotta look at the bigger picture. All right, so since I already knew that it was bullish, I knew I was only looking for buys. Because again, if you watch any of my stuff, I always say everything's showing us buys, we're only looking for buys. Everything's showing us sells, we're only looking for sells. And I just messed up where I can't remember where I had the thing that I messed it up. So we're about to just rewind a couple times. I think it was right here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so since I knew that we was bullish, oh, that's also why I'm on the 5 minute. That's why things look weird. Okay, it looks a lot better. All right, so since I knew that was bullish, I knew that I was only going to be looking for buys. I wasn't going to fall for this little retracement. Also, going to wait for price to break back above and look for a buy. What also helped me feel more confident entering the buy was because SPX and NAS were still pumping nice and smoothly. So when a little retest was going on, this was still respecting this level here. This was the same little retest that went down on US30, which we can clearly see right here. And that's when I re-entered, went for the buy. And if we scroll up, TP7 got hit on SPX. I'm pretty sure I let them know I re-entered on here. I'm trying to see where I put that. And this New York price watch list, I drop this every day. This basically goes over the trades taking their Tokyo, London session. And like I said, it's your possible setups going into New York. I responded to this because I went over that gold play. And then literally as the news started, you can see this picture here. This was the news candlestick. That thing literally shot up. And I was telling the members the exact same thing I was telling y'all. It's getting too easy to read, blah, blah, blah. So I found TP got hit on SPX. And then right here, I let them know I re-entered and that TP4 is currently at TP4. And like I said, like I always say, whether SL or TP gets hit, whether you lose or win the trade, go on the charts and see why. And then I was just walking through the trade. So yeah, those were the two plays we took in the advanced play soda room yesterday. So now we're about to break down the UJ buy. And while we're doing that, we're about to take a look at GN really quick. Yeah, starting to retrace. It didn't quite hit my level. And I want to wait for it to hit my level, to be honest. Usually it's still chilling. All right, that thing rejecting back down. All right, cool. So we're going to keep it on these pairs right here. We're going to keep it on EJ. We're going to keep it on GA, and GN. And I got the indices on my other screen. And now we're about to break down UJ. Those just joined the stream, go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. Are you in EJ? No, I'm not in EJ. If I'm in a trade, if you ever want to know if I'm in a trade, the easiest way to know if I'm in a trade is it's going to be literally on the candlesticks. So if it's not on top of the candlesticks like this, I'm not in the trade. If it's to the right of the candlesticks, I'm not in the trade. If it's on top of the candlesticks, I'm in the trade. If it's to the right, I'm not. And you'll literally start to notice that this is a trade idea. This is a trade I took. These are trades I took. This is a trade idea. You see what I'm saying? If I'm in the trade, it's going to be on top of the candlesticks. And I always will say I'm in a trade unless it's a members only trade. But all right, cool. So we're going to break this down really quick. All right, cool. So we're going to the free channel. This is how we did last week. Last week we went 7-1, giving us an 86% win rate. Monday we caught 354 pips. Tuesday we caught 300. Wednesday we took 0 trades. Thursday we caught 195 pips, and then Friday we caught 230 pips. All right, and shout out to the people that got upset yesterday and left the channel. I wish y'all the best, but we're going to explain why those people left. All right, because they literally, and I notice this all the time, and I just be laughing to myself. Whether that sounds messed up or not, don't really care. Because whenever we be in drawdown and then TPs get hit, folks leave. And it can't be a coincidence people are leaving as soon as TPs get hit after we're in drawdown. It's probably because they got upset because they closed the trade or whatever the case may be. Because I had someone hit me up yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was a member. Shout out to you. But they're like, are you still holding UJ? And I say the same thing to members. I say the same thing to people in the free channel. This is what I'm going to tell y'all. Has the SL gotten hit? Let's look. What was the SL for UJ? It was 146.05. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm about to just put a line here. I'm about to change the color so I don't throw myself off. And then all I'm going to do is put in the stop loss. $146.05. Let's see where it goes, y'all. Let's see where it goes. Oh, it goes right here. So let's see when I called the trade. I called the trade on the 28th. So let's match the dates here. Okay, so this was the 28th. All right, and this is the daily level that we entered off of. So we see the whole trade price did nothing but respect this level as a support. True or false? All right. Then we also see that it never even got close to hitting our stop loss. So if stop loss hasn't gotten hit, and if you did not decide to close or move your SL in profit when y'all was blue, then hold to SL or TP gets hit. Let me ask y'all a question. What's the point of entering a trade and then just closing it before a TP or SL gets hit? What is the point of doing that? There's only one reason why you should do that, and that's if you genuinely made a mistake, which is you put a lot size too big on accident, or you meant to hit buy, you entered a sell, or you meant to hit sell and you entered a buy. But if it's strictly because you think it's taking too long, or you're uncomfortable with how long you've been in drawdown, or the worst part, you're just staring at your phone screen, that's not helping you. You got to look on the charts. You get what I'm saying? And you also got to tune into the live stream, especially if you're not a member, because if you're just taking my signals, just trusting me, and you're just waiting for TPs to get hit, I'd be confused too, because you're just entering shit. You don't know what's going on. All right. So that's why I do the live streams. And this is why I drop the YouTube content weekly. This is why I drop the post weekly, whatever. But of course, not everybody's going to watch this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect everybody to watch it. That's why I always shout out to people that be in the lives, because people in the lives at least are curious or want to see behind the scenes what's going down. You know what I'm saying? And that's the start. But there's an SL for a reason. And then if we look at the disclaimer, the same disclaimer I post every single day. Look at this. This is yesterday, 28th. Wait, no, this was my bad. This was Monday, 28th. Let's scroll down to yesterday. Same thing. Let's go to last week. Let's go to last week. Boom, boom, boom. This was the beginning of the day. Posted this before the first trade. Let's go to the day before that. This is the recap of the day. Let's click right here. Look at this. For the first signal, posted this. Let's click right here to go to the day before. For the first signal, posted this. So I post a disclaimer every single day. And if you're in a live stream, you hear me say the same thing every single day. To do what? Read the disclaimer. And what else? It's the same disclaimer I do what? I post every single day before what? The first trade of the day in the free channel. Look, same thing. You're never going to see me post the trade before I post that disclaimer. And what does the disclaimer say? I'm going to read it. I usually don't read it because I like to weed out lazy people, because I don't want lazy people in here. I want people that actually want to put in some effort. So what does it say? It says, please use proper risk and do not over leverage. Every trade is not guaranteed to go to what? All the way to the final TP or in our favor. Every trade posted is one I personally entered. So before entering any trade, do what? Your own chart analysis to see if one, price is still near my entry and no TPs got hit, which is why I always post my personal entry. Okay. It doesn't say buy. You're never going to see me say buy. You're never going to see me say sell. It's always going to be past tense. Why? Because these are trades I literally entered. So if I bought this, I'm going to say I bought GA. This was my entry. This is not telling you to wait for this entry. This is telling you where I entered at. So that way you know where my personal entry is. Okay. So if it's far from my entry, or if it's at TP1, take that trade at your own risk or wait for a retracement. You get what I'm saying? And two, to see if you see the same thing I'm seeing. Stick to your trading goal and don't get greedy. So before we read the rest of this, if you're risking 1 to 5% of your account per trade, and if it didn't even break past the support level. Now, granted, obviously most of y'all might not have the support level marked off, but even if you didn't have the support level marked off, let's just say that you was on a naked chart. Now, before we continue to break this down, just want to make sure we're not missing anything. A new 15 just started. GA still pushing up. GN still pushing up. All right, cool. Not missing anything there. Let me check my other screen. See what's going down. US30 is doing a retest. Gold is still taking a nap. All right, cool. So we're not missing anything. All right, and I see the chats, but I'm breaking this down first, and then I'm going to answer y'all's questions. So just be patient. I got you, all right? And let's get the likes. So let's see how many likes we're at right now. Let's see how many likes we're at right now. So we're about to break something down. Those just joined the stream. These are just trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal Room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Go ahead and hit that first link and check that out for yourself. Let's get 2 more likes, y'all. Let's get the 10 likes. Let's get the 10 likes. Hey, wait, what's up? I'm optimistic for some wins today after my experience yesterday. I appreciate you. Hey, that's what I like to hear. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, this is my, before we get back to you, Jay, I'm glad you said that. I like that mindset, but I'm also sharing my mindset too to kind of help y'all. Like y'all, it might just sound cool or fancy to y'all, but I'm being so serious. I'm the most blunt person that you might ever meet. Like I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm blunt, straightforward. Don't really care. So this is how I go about the charts. I don't care about making money on the charts because I know the money's going to come. How do I know the money's going to come? Well, first, if we just go into the free channel, we can obviously win more trades than we lose. We can go to any random week, right? So we're just going to go scroll down really quick to go to the recap of, let's do this really quick. We're just going to go to a random week. So I'm trying to go to a week really quick. All right, so here's a week here. So we're about to just rewind. I'm going to click 5 times and see what happens. We're just going to click 5 times. So that's 2. We're going to go to week before that, 3. We're going to go, okay, that's a month. We're going to go to the next week, 4. All right, we're going to click one more time. So we're at a random week, 5. All right, bam. So we're at a random week. Okay, so I literally just went to a random week. I literally set a random number. We had a random week. This is last month. We went 12-0 this week. Let's do something better because, 12-0 is a little perfect. Okay, 13-2. That's even better. 87% win rate. So you see that we obviously win more trades than we lose. So if I know I have a high win rate trade, strategy, trade, whatever, I'm not going to be scared to enter a trade. And then on top of that, why I'm also not going to be scared to enter a trade is because what? Because of the disclaimer that I post literally every day. Again, see, this is a whole month ago, same thing, 1 to 5%. So if I risk 5% of my account per trade, let's just do some math. Let me pull up the handy dandy calculator. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the handy dandy calculator. All right, cool. All right. So we're risking 5% of our account per trade. 100 divided by 5, 20. So if you're risking 5% per trade, you'll literally have to lose 20 trades in a row to blow your account. Now, we're not talking about funded accounts right now. It's a little bit different. Funded accounts, I think the max overall you can be negative or in drawdown is like 8 or 10%. So if you're risking 1% per trade, you'd have to lose 8 to 10 trades in a row. So if you're scared of losing 8 trades in a row, that's a problem. If you're scared of losing 20 trades in a row, that's a huge problem. Now, if you're risking 1% per trade, you'll literally have to lose 100 trades in a row. So if you're scared of losing 100 trades in a row, you should be on a demo and just studying, which is nothing wrong with that. That's just being honest. Like if you're scared of losing 20 trades in a row, you shouldn't even be on a live account because that means you're doing a lot of stuff wrong. And you need to build your confidence up. But which again, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just facts. All right, so give me 1 second. We got some stuff starting to move. Kind of like how these are looking. So I'm gonna write some trade ideas up really quick before we get back to this breakdown. And I see someone just messaged me. So Jenny, I don't know. Wait. I think that might have been you. Just hit me up on here. Okay, that probably okay. I was just about to tell you to hit me up on the live, but you just hit me up on the live, so you beat me to it. All right, cool. So I see your message on Telegram too. I'm gonna respond to that after the live. I got you. But let me write these trade ideas up really quick. Give me 1 second. I'll write some trade ideas up. Boom. Interesting. I don't know if Telegram updated or my thing is bugging, but whatever. All right, I'm writing some trade ideas up. Give me 1 second. Then we're gonna get back to this breakdown. $13.30. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, we're still looking for some setups, but again, like I always say, go on your chart, go on your 15, and let me know if you see some setups right now. All right. But I'm running some trade ideas up, and we're gonna finish breaking this stuff down. All right, cool. There it is. Yeah, my thing was just being weird, but it's working now. All right, cool. Yeah, so we're gonna keep this on EJ because I'm kind of like an EJ. Yeah, I like EJ and UJ right now. All right, cool. Yeah, but again, so I have a trading plan down already, so I know how much I'm risking per trade. I know the lot size I need to put, whatever the stop loss might be, whatever. So I already have my trading plan down. So if you have a trading plan, what you should have, if you don't have a trading plan, you should not be trading on a live account. You shouldn't be trying to get a prop firm account. You shouldn't be trying to pass a challenge. All you should be doing is figure out what your trading plan is and your trading goal. So first you need to figure out what your trading goal is. Then you need to see if your trading goal is even realistic. And then you need to put in a trading plan. Now, if you don't know how to do so, I have a couple of videos that can kind of help guide you. So I'm going to drop one in the chat, and then we're going to break down why I say what I said. So if you have a trading goal and a trading plan down, you already know what you're trying to make per day, per week, per month. So since you already know what you're trying to risk per day, per week, per month, per trade, all you have to worry about is the setups. And when you're only worried about the setups and you're not worried about how much you're trying to make, you're not worried about the drawdown, you're not worried about if the stop loss is going to get hit, you're not just a lot less stressed, but it's a lot more relaxing and chill. Just think about it. Just think about the time when you didn't prepare versus when you did prepare. Or think about a time where you didn't prepare and you was like, dang, I should have prepared. It's a lot less stressful. It's a lot more relaxing because you already know what's going to happen, what you're going to do, whatever. It's the same thing with trading. If you already know the max you're going to lose per trade and you're okay and accept that, there is no stress. I was in drawdown with y'all. Well, I really wasn't because I got wicked out. And I was in a live stream yesterday. I know I got wicked out, and I said, okay, I'm about to re-enter here, and I re-entered, and then that's when price exploded. But let's say it was in drawdown again. It didn't even get close to the stop loss. And again, if you go on my favorite time frame, the 15, you would literally see that price stayed in place. So if price chilled here and it's not moving, why would you close your trade? Why? Because you're scared of losing the trade. I got a secret for y'all. Losses are a part of the game. You're going to lose a trade. If you didn't know that, if nobody's ever told you that, I want you to rewind that and listen to it again. You're going to lose trades. So that's just facts. You're going to lose trades. There's no 100% win rate. We might have 100% weeks where we don't lose trades here or there, but we're always going to lose a trade at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like, and most of the losses aren't even losses for the most part. Like, if we go, just look at yesterday was a good example of that, right? So we had a couple good examples of that. So yesterday was a good example. US30 worked this out / his stop loss because again, most people probably didn't get looked at TP1. They probably got the stop loss got hit. So you re-entered, could have made your money back. Was that really a loss? Technically it was, but it still went our way. It just did a little retracement beforehand. Another example of that was, okay, we took a loss that day. So that's a good example of a loss that day. I'm trying to find there was a day where we re-entered a trade just like US30 last week. I'm trying to find that really quick. If I can find it. I know it happened last week though. So let me see if I can find it really quick. All right, here it is. Look right here. So we took this GN buy, SL got hit, re-entered same day, made our money back. And we can pull that up right now really quick. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Because we're breaking down serious game right now. and price is finally hitting that level. So we're going to see how it reacts the next 15. And we're going to go from there. So we go to this date right here. This was the 21st. So we're going to go to the 21st, which was up here. All right, so it's the 21st. So we went for the buy here. You can clearly see that price did what price likes to do a lot of the time, which was with the stop loss. Then it took off. So there's a couple things you could have did here. Me personally, because I have the liberty of being able to monitor my trades at all times, I usually don't put a stop loss unless I'm moving it into profit. And I'm not telling y'all to do that. I'm telling you that's what I do because I can look at the charts. I do not need any messages of somebody hitting me up saying, oh, I didn't put a stop loss in and I forgot to look at my chart and I blew my account or I lost more money than I planned to. Because again, last I checked, we all have to be 18 or older to trade, so we're all adults here. So you gotta have some responsibility to control you gotta control yourself and also have control over your account and your money. All right. But this is an example of wicks. It's important where the candlestick goes, but it's more important where it closes. So if you didn't do that, you could have potentially avoided a loss if you waited for the next 15. But let's say you didn't do that because it's a little bit more advanced. Let's just keep it simple. Let's say stop loss got hit, you closed like most people do. Okay, you're down 1 to 5%. Cool. Now again, when you win a trade or lose a trade, you need to know why you won or lost the trade. You shouldn't just, okay, I lost a trade, I'm gonna fold my arms up, make a stink face, close the charts, and be upset. No, you need to look why it happened. Just like when you won a trade, look and see why it went your way so you can replicate or perfect it. I do that all the time. I'm always reviewing my trades, wins or losses, always reviewing my trades. So you see stop loss got hit, but was it really a loss? No, I just whether entered too early or had to do a retracement really quick, whatever you want to say. But guess what? After his stop loss, it pushed back up, then went for buys, and guess what? We hit some more TPs. So if you were able to watch the charts, not only would you have been able to potentially avoid a loss, but you would have been able to make some of that money back as well because of risk to reward and proper lot size calculation. So again, most of these losses that we take aren't really losses. It was just we entered a little too early or too late. Literally, most of the losses we take in this free and advanced play signal are really losses, legitimate losses. Only a few times where, we got messed up. And I think one of those was like EA the other day. One of them was like EA the other day. Was it EA? I want to say. I know we took a lot. I can't remember. We're not going to scroll through it, which I get the point. So I'm about to go back to UJ after we look at these pairs really quick. So we're going to keep an eye on this. It's touching this level. So the next 15 is going to be very important. We're going to see if it's going to reject this level, or we can look for possible sells, or we're going to see if it's going to break above, and then we'll go from there. But I am leaning more towards sells. But of course, I'm still just going to wait for my confirmations before I blindly just enter and take a trade. EJ is still kind of chilling here. So we're watching EJ, UJ, GN, and I'm still watching the indices and gold. Gold is still snoring right now. Oh, there goes one of my alerts. Ain't gonna lie, that messed me up. I wasn't expecting. I forgot I set this alert. Edit alert. Delete the alert. All right, cool. So bam. So yeah, we're gonna be keeping an eye on those right there. Okay, so the alert's going off because I have multiple tabs open. See, side alert doesn't exist. So you have multiple tabs open. They're going to slowly start to lag and catch up to your other tabs. But I think I'm going to cancel it just then. But again, if y'all don't know how to set an alert, yeah, see, that's going to have multiple tabs open, but it's all good. See how alert doesn't exist? So it's all good. But if you don't know how to set alerts, a little side note, you go to a little, I don't know if you can do it with other lines, but you go to a horizontal line, you place it, I'm going to delete it so I don't throw myself off. But let's say I want to set an alert right here. I'd click it, I go to this alarm, add alert, and then you can do a few things. You can have it only trigger once. You can have it trigger once per minute, which I don't suggest because it'll be super annoying. You do once per bar or once per bar close, whatever. You can even title it. You can be, hey, look for buys, look for sells. You can do all types of stuff, right? Okay, so we're about to go back to. All right, so I'm liking how these are looking. I don't like how GA is looking, so we're going to probably switch that to another pair. And by switch it to another pair, I'm put it on US30. We're gonna finish breaking down UJ as well. Don't worry about that. We're gonna finish breaking down UJ as well. All right, so I'm in this US30 trade still. This was a trade called yesterday for the members. So right now it's a nice 1 to 4 risk reward. So whatever you risk, you're up 4 times. So you risked $100, you're up 400. If you risk 1,000, you're up 4,000 right now. All right, so I have to pull up UJ because we could possibly see some buys on that as well. But before we do that, let me catch up to these comments really quick. Okay, is you okay? Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna respond to you, lady. Crypto after the live on Telegram, that is. But yeah, I hope that helped y'all out with the psychology part. Like, if you already have a trading plan down, okay, this is the video, all right? The best way to grow your account, and it's Way, it's WAYE. I don't know if you have autocorrect on, but it's WAYE. But I know it's probably autocorrect, but it's WAYE. Please, how can we reach via Telegram? All right, that's an excellent question. So first, you need to hit the first link in the description, join the free signal room. Once you're there, you go right here where it says Playbook Free Plays. You click right here, and it has my YouTube link, has my Instagram, and right here is my Telegram. And right here, it also says Way Not Wing, which is funny. But you click right here, and you'll be able to message me on Telegram. Good question. Can you take a look at vol 75 I don't even know what that is, to be honest. About to make me pull up Google because I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't never gonna pretend like I know what y'all talking about if I don't know. So I don't know what that is. Volatility at 75. I don't know. What do you mean at 75? Explain what you mean, for instance, we say look at volatility 75. But before we do that, let me minimize because the JPY pairs are trying to do a move right now. So kind of like an EJ right here. Kind of like an EJ right here. I want to see these highs get broken. It would have been ideal to enter here, but again, even me who trades all sessions, I'm not going to stare at the charts 24/7. I used to do that. I don't do that anymore, but I am kind of liking these right here. But explain what you mean by, I don't know if that's a typo. I don't know what you mean by that. So if you can clarify, then I'll be able to answer your question. It definitely helped my psychology as I didn't have a trading plan. I'm new to the game and took your FOREX course. How I feel like I need a lot more for some majors. Yeah. So okay. So you have the course. Let me see. Because of course I'm adding some new stuff to it. I've been slowly tweaking and adjusting it, but I am going to be adding some more stuff to the course. I've been recording a lot of content the past couple weeks to update it, but I'm going to put more in-depth psychology parts to it. But a lot of the stuff is honestly just repetition. Like honestly, it's just repetition. So that's why you always hear me say it's rinse and repeat. It becomes muscle memory. It becomes like a muscle. It's like you don't got to think to breathe. You don't got to think to blink. It's like a reflex. Like if something's about to drop. If people got good reflexes, you might be able to catch it before it falls. Or if something's about to fall and spill, you might jump out the way before it splashes on you. You don't really think to do that, right? It's just like driving. You don't really think to put on a turn signal. You kind of just do it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the charts. The more you're on the charts, you kind of just able to read it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're able to read things better. And same thing with psychology. The more you trade, the easier it's going to be. Because it's like, again, the biggest thing for me is I understand how to read the chart. So not only am I knowing what I'm risking per trade and I'm okay and accept it, which is the biggest thing, is accepting it. Because people might be like, okay, I'm going to risk this much. But then once they start looking at that red number, which I don't suggest to do, but people still going to do it, is what it is. But, you know, people don't accept the risk, or they just want good rewards. They don't want to accept the bad consequences. But it's like, at the end of the day, scared money don't make no money. And like I said, if you're scared of losing, you shouldn't be trading anyways, because you're going to lose some trades. So anyone that's new, old trader, doesn't matter. If somebody, most people ain't going to tell you this, but get over it. You're going to lose some trades. That's why risk to reward is so important, and lot size calculation is so important. And that's why, especially the members that have been here for at least a month, y'all hear me stress that out so much. Y'all barely hear me talk about anything besides risk to reward, understanding how to read the charts, and lot size calculation. And that's because those are the most important things. And those are also, surprisingly, probably not surprisingly, the things that's least spoken about. People always talk about other stuff, but they don't really break that stuff down. And that's the biggest key that's missing, which is probably why people don't talk about it. But like I said, the psychology part becomes null and void once you have that trading plan down. Once you accept that that is what you're risking and that's what you can make per trade, then all you have to do is just get comfortable with reading the charts. And the more you're on the charts, the more you back test, the confidence will come. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'll be in drawdown with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be in drawdown with certain trades with y'all, and I don't be tripping. I don't be stressing out. Like I said, going back to UJ, someone hit me up yesterday. I don't remember, it was a member or a student. I had to look on my Instagram to confirm. But somebody hit me up and was like, hey, you still holding UJ? And I'm like, I say the same thing, member or student. If you didn't get wicked out the trade, hold to SL or TP gets hit. Why did I say that? Because you should be risking the same amount per trade, and you should be okay with what you're risking. So if you're okay with what you're risking and you risk the same amount per trade, then hold to SL or TP gets hit. And that's a perfect example, because again, if you go on the chart, even if you don't have my levels marked off, let's say you don't have my levels marked off. Let's go on the naked chart. All right, let's say you don't have my levels marked off. Let's just say you had the signal. So let's go to the signal. All right, so let's just go to the signal. Entry was 146.50. $146.50. All right, bam, 146.50. SL was 146.05. 146.05. So let's just say you had the trade signal and you didn't have no markups, no nothing. Final TP was 147.15. 147.15, which was right here. All right. So let's just say that you just had this. Let's say this is all the information you had. All right. And you enter the trade. Now let's extend it. So if you had this marked off on your charts, the long position, you can clearly see that it didn't even get close to hitting stop loss. In fact, it didn't even hit the stop loss until it surpassed the final TP. And then what happened after the final TP got hit? Move SL in profit or close. And what happened shortly after that? It tried a couple times to keep pushing up, and then what happened? It rejected. And if you read the disclaimer that I post every single day, what does it say right here? When a TP is hit, it'll either what? Reject or break through. So what? Keep an eye on what? Your charts. I put it in y'all's faces every single day. And there's a reason why I post this every single day. But again, not everybody's going to read it. Shout out to those that read it. But not everybody's going to read it. It is what it is. But that's why I post it every single day. All right. So let's say you didn't read that stuff. Let's just say you had the signal. It didn't get close to even hitting SL. So why would you close? Because it took longer than what? Than you thought it should take? Who's to say is what a trade's supposed to take? How long a trade's supposed to take? We don't control the markets. So that's why you should always hold the S or TP gets hit. And if you don't get whipped out and price retraces back, it is what it is. Like I said, you should not blow your account off one loss. If you're scared of blowing your account off one loss, that's because you're doing something wrong. Keeping it 100 with y'all. But yeah, we're still gonna be looking for buys on JPY pairs. Let's go back to GN. Touch that level, it's rejecting. All right, so I do kind of like this right here. So we're looking at the next 15 for a possible GN sell. All right, still holding US30. EJ's taking a nap. UJ's doing the same thing, but we're still going to be looking for buys on these. We got news popping off later today during New York session. Got like about 2 minutes and a half until the next hour, and the next 15 pops off. As far as news today, I don't know why it's weird. Usually it has a green arrow, but whatever. So as far as news today at 8:15, we got ADP. 8:30, we got prelim GDP. Me and the members are going to be going live in the Advanced Placement in the course channel for this news event. Going to see what happens. Going to be talking about some things, answering questions, all that good stuff. But that's pretty much the news for today. Then we got the CNY news when market reopens during Tokyo session. Don't really got any news tomorrow. Got a couple orange folders during London. Then at 8:30, we got core PCE price index. Then we got unemployment claims. And then Friday, we got GDP, average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, unemployment rate. And then about an hour and a half after that, we got ISM, manufacturing, PMI. Whoops. Yeah, but as we can see, nothing's really doing much. So we're just going to look at GN for right now. I'm going to pull up GA again, just out of curiosity. But I hope that kind of helped explain and help y'all out in the future with other trades, whether trades I call or trades you take. But just hold to SL or TP gets hit. And when the TP gets hit, and you're scared of letting it go down or losing the trade, secure profits. But if you're greedy or don't do that, don't shit yourself because you're back in drawdown. Hold to SL or TP gets hit. And if the worst case scenario happens, have that be a lesson for next time to secure profits. It's that simple. What was I about to pull up? I was about to pull something up. Oh, that's what I was about to pull up. Yeah, so it's still kind of ranging here. So like I said, I am leaning towards sells on GA. Not gonna lie to y'all. So we're just gonna wait and let that do its thing. Definitely hold. Okay. I got you. I see. I got you. Cool. I got you. All right, that makes sense. But yeah, like I said, and even course or not, back test or not, whatever you do with trading, it's just like any other skill. You're not gonna. A lot of people. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about a lot of people just expect instant gratification when it comes to trading, but that's not how it works. I know you might see a lot of videos, a lot of false promises. That's also why I don't like to really show my profits, because then people will just tunnel vision on that, and there's a lot of reasons why I don't show profits, but I rather just show results. And the best way to show results is like, hey, look, I called this trade out. Look what happened. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, he called the trade out, it went our way. Obviously know something, right? Versus me showing profits, because one thing is for me to show y'all what I made versus I call a trade out and we all make money on that same exact trade, especially if I call it live, break it down, predict it happening a day before the move even happens. UJ, for example, SPX, another example, US30, another example, you know what I'm saying? So it's one thing to just, show what I made versus show a trade that I called out, and we all make money on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why I do the things I do, how I do it like that. But I am kind of like in GN right here. So if I take anything, it might be this GN play, and that's it. If I do anything, it might be this GN play, that's it. I'm still holding US30 and SPX. No reason to close them. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, it looks like GA might be trying to do a round two as well. Well, I don't trade that. Thanks for letting me know what it is. I don't trade that. I don't even know if I only indexes I trade are US30 SPX and NAS. I used to trade GBPJPY and EUSDX. Nothing against them. I just stopped trading them. Like, there's no reason why I just stopped trading them. But those are the only indexes that I did trade was US30 SPX, NAS, GBPJPY, USDX50. And as you can see, GBPJPY is doing the same exact thing US30 and NAS is doing. Like, I used to trade a lot of pairs back in the day. And the main reason why I was trading a lot of pairs, like if you go, another thing y'all can do, if y'all go into the free channel, click this pinned message, it'll take you to a whole year ago. And if you look at how we were doing last year, we was taking stupid amount of trades last year. Like, I don't know what I was doing. I was literally calling out everything I saw. Like, if y'all look at the live streams from when I first started live streaming, I used to have like 50 to like not 50, like 20 pairs up, and we was going through all 20 of those pairs looking for setups. And as you can see, like we literally took this day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades in one day, which is retarded. You're not gonna see me do that anymore. But yeah, it was taking a stupid amount of trades back then. And that was literally just for me to show you. That's when I first started, but that was literally just for me to show y'all. Like even this day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades in one day. You're not gonna see me do that anymore. Well, I say that, but we took 4 trades the other day. But this was when I was only trading in London and New York. Now I trade 3 sessions, so it's a little bit different. But yeah, I was mainly doing this just to show y'all like it doesn't really matter what you trade. It's like if you know how to read candlesticks, you can make money on any chart. If you know how to read candlesticks, you make money on crypto, you make money on stocks, forex, metals, long-term investments, short-term investments, swing trades, scalps. Doesn't matter. But yeah, price is just kind of ranging and chilling right now. So I'm going to be watching the charts and stuff still. But as far as taking any trades, probably going to hold off for now. But 4 o'clock hour did just start. So things do start to pick up at the 4 o'clock hour. So we'll see what happens. Next month, though, we're going to be having the extended live starting. All right, the YouTube membership is going to start having extended lives. So once we get off the lives here, the London session lives are going to be extended for the YouTube members only. We're going to be having exclusive New York lives. These aren't going to affect the advanced play signal room lives. I know most of y'all understand that. I just have to keep on saying that because we had that one. I don't want to call him an idiot, but kind of was. But anyways, yeah. So it's not going to affect the advanced play signal room stuff. It's a separate. All right, but it's going to be extended. It's going to be extended London session lives. It's going to be exclusive New York session lives. It's going to be exclusive trade breakdowns, exclusive video content as well, and all that good stuff. Information, I'm going to post it again this week. I posted it last week and the week before. I'm going to post it again probably tomorrow or today. We'll see. But make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to save this video, share it, whatever, because we broke down a lot of stuff. We went over psychology. We went over the UJ trade. We went over a couple other trades me and the members are in. We went over the charts, the game plan for the day. And now, of course, you're interested in learning how to identify these levels or you want access to all my trades. There is the advanced play signal room. Now, what comes with the advanced play signal room? Let me answer this question really quick. I heard of Caspa. No, I haven't really been looking at crypto lately. Not gonna lie. I I haven't traded crypto all this year. Now, if you would have hit me up last year, maybe. But I haven't really done any crypto investments, to be honest, in about 2 years. I've been like focused on just this and perfecting my craft, focused on building my platform with students and members and stuff. I haven't really traded crypto in a while or looked at the stuff. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like I'm trying to think. So of course during 2020 I jumped in the huge Bitcoin thing before that thing shot up to 60K. I was in that thing at around 20K. I definitely got paid. That thing was crazy. I pulled out around like 60K ish. I was in the Solana stuff before that blew up. I was in the Poly thing, not Poly with people, but Poly, the crypto stuff. I was in that Poly thing before it blew up. I was in Moderna. I was in all the stuff before like the whole people started doing like the Meta Quest stuff, before people started doing the concerts and buying the real estate stuff. I invested in all that stuff months before like because people can buy online real estate, like real estate and like video games and crap now. People are doing that. Like I invested in all that stuff before it blew up. I sold my profits a long time ago, though. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't really do any long-term investments with that stuff. Like, kinda. I like held the stuff for like a couple months, couple weeks. Then I pulled out. I'm trying to think. I can't even remember. I have to pull up my Coinbase and see what I used to invest in. Now, day trading wise, I used to trade Solana a lot. Solana used to pay your boy back in the day. SOL, I used to trade that a lot. XRP used to pay a lot as well. I didn't really trade Bitcoin or Ethereum that much. I traded it every now and then, but I'm talking about day trading right now. The first part I was talking about like long-term investments. Now I'm talking about like day trading wise. Uh, I didn't really trade Bitcoin and Ethereum that much. I really was trading like Sol, XRP. I feel like I'm missing one. I feel like I'm missing a pair. But yeah, that was like a year ago. I haven't really traded crypto at all this year. I have a channel I was supposed to make, but I got kind of busy and just pushed that to the side. But if I got enough people asking about crypto stuff, I might start it up. Because I did make the channel. I just haven't put anything into it because I've been focused on other stuff. And I kind of, at the time when I was working on it, got booked with a bunch of one-on-one sessions. So it is what it is. But if I get enough people asking about it, I might start a crypto channel and stuff like that. All right, cool. Now, what comes with the advanced play signal room, I can show you better than I can tell you. So we're about to slide this over to the left, and then we're about to go into the advanced play signal room. All right, again, the advanced play signal room. I'm about to pull this up. These are all old trades. I don't need anybody jumping in these trades. I don't need no DMs about people jumping in signals from a day ago, a week ago. So matter of fact, I'm about to scroll to last week, so there's no mishaps. All right. Okay, so let me pull this up. So the advanced play signal room, you get access to all my signals. So the free channel only gets 25 to 50% of the trades called for the day. Advanced play signal room gets the first trade of the day, always, and they get all the trades and majority of the trades. Tokyo sessions also exclusively, strictly for the members in the advanced play signal room. So any trades taken during Tokyo session only going to get sent to the advanced play signal room. Then every day during New York, I drop the New York price watch list. All right. And what comes from the New York price watch list is, like it says right here, looking at trades we're currently in and possible setups going into New York. So it goes over the trades we took during Tokyo session, trades taken during London session, and then the trades possibly we can take going into New York. And as you can see here, I'm not just saying we're looking for buys, we're looking for sells. I break down why we're looking for buys, why we're looking for sells, and I go even deeper and explain and break down key price points to look for exits and entries at. And I give projections as well. Because again, I know that some people are busy, people at work, people in different parts of the world. I got people from all over. So I understand that you might miss some trades, or you just might not have met your trading goal for the day. So I go over other pairs and other possible setups. So, I might be done for the day, but I'm going to go over other possibilities you can go get some pips on, right? Then, of course, we have the exclusive lives, over 400 videos of trade breakdowns and lives. So if you go to last year's content, the lives were exclusively during Tokyo session. I mean, not, yeah, during Tokyo session. So anything 30 minutes or longer, these are live streams. So you go to last year, you see we're in 2022, you got all the live streams and trade breakdowns from last year, as well as the ones from this year. Now, the lives from this year are been exclusively circled around and focused around not just New York session, but specifically the New York news events. All right. So, like I said, I always drop the link. If you missed the lives, just like the YouTube lives, are recorded and posted in here so you can watch them whenever you get a chance. Then there's the pinned messages, the account size key. I'm not going to click that, but it goes over all the pairs to make sure that you're not entering a trade or a pair that your account can't handle. That way we can keep the consistent 1 to 5% risk per trade going down. Then there's also the student and member group chat. Now, what comes with the student member group chat, obviously there's student members in it. I'm not going to scroll in it because it got people's faces and names, but let me pull it up really quick. Hold on, I gotta scroll to something because I don't want, like I said, I'm not trying to show people's faces and stuff. So give me 1 second. Trying to find a good spot because we was having some discussions. So I'm trying to scroll past the discussions and like go to like some pictures and stuff. That way we're not really, okay, here's one. Oh, that's funny. I just saw that elephant thing you sent in here, Sparky. I don't know if you're watching right now, but shout out to Sparky. Oh yeah, we were having some conversation. I'm trying to, okay, let me do this. This will be easier. I don't know why I'm acting like I don't know how to work Telegram. All right. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna do this. Shout out to Faha, bro. Faha, I see your okay. We're just gonna put it right here. We're not gonna keep scrolling. All right, so I did this because we had a lot of conversations. So I just scroll up so avoid everybody's name and pictures and stuff. But you can see right here this pinned message. What does it say? How to calculate the proper lot size? And if y'all zoom in on YouTube, you'll see a bunch of words here. And if I click, I don't want to click it and show people's things. Let me see if I can. Okay. So I just scrolled up to it. All right. So you can see this is basically what is breaking down what you need to go for. And in the video further on, I explain how to calculate your lot size to make sure you're risking the same amount per trade, because that is one of the biggest keys missing when it comes to trading. It doesn't matter how good your strategy is. If you're over leveraging or you're not consistently risking the same amount each trade and going for at least 1 to 2, 1 to 3 minimum risk to rewards, doesn't really matter how good your strategy is. So what I want y'all to do is go to your trade history. If you have more red than blue, that is an issue. But the main thing I want y'all to look at is, especially for those that have positive win rates, but if your loss is canceling out 1 year wins, that's because you're not risking the same amount each trade and you're not going for good risk reward setups. Now, if your losses are canceling out more than 1 win, that's a huge issue, and that's showing that you're definitely over leveraging and not consistently risking the same amount. So what we're about to do is pull out the handy dandy. Well, I deleted the calculator. We're about to pull out the calculator again. Actually, we don't need to do the calculator. This is simple math, all right? So I do this example all the time. So let's say we took 3 trades. Let's say the first trade was a 50 pip stop loss. Second trade was a 100 pip stop loss. Third trade was a 20 pip stop loss. And let's say we risked the standard on all 3 of those trades. And let's say worst case scenario happened. All 3 trades at stop loss. We're trash at trading. We lost all 3 trades. Are we going to lose the same amount on each one of those trades? No. But wait, we risked the same lot size. Doesn't matter because the stop loss was different. So you can't put the same lot size for every trade unless you literally have the same stop loss and pips for every trade, which shouldn't really be the case all the time. Not for every single trade. All right. Then of course, there's the course. The course doesn't just teach you how my trading strategy, it teaches you how to read the charts, which is the most important thing. Because again, you can have the greatest strategy in the world, but if you don't know how to read the charts or candlesticks, you're not going to know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to be making mistakes. You're still going to be missing opportunities. all types of stuff. So you need to know and understand how price flows and how price moves. And of course, also do one-on-one session. One-on-one sessions comes with access to the advanced play signal room, as well as 2 sessions a week that are hour-long, recorded and sent to you same day. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, you can contact me on Instagram, or you want to contact me on Instagram in general, you can DM me on Instagram at playmaker_way. Also, make sure to hit that follow button and follow your boy on TikTok as well at playmakerway. I post daily on both pages. Posted some content yesterday on there. Then, of course, for those that don't have don't have Instagram, you can contact me on Telegram as well. You click right here, hit that first link, join the free Telegram, free signal. You click right here. Has my YouTube link, Instagram right here. You click this, it will have you be able to message me on Telegram. But yeah, so EJ, we're gonna be watching EJ still. We're gonna take this off. We're going to so it's retesting the level. So we're going to see if price can hold that as resistance. If price can hold that as resistance, we can see a lower low get made today, which is what I'm kind of wanting to see happen. But we do have this nice imbalance here and this next strong support. So we're just going to watch and see what happens. But I am leaning towards sells on this. Now, members, like I said, we're going to be going live for the news event. So I'm going to be dropping that link later on today. And yeah, we're going to be back at it same time tomorrow. London session, 3 a.m. EST. Yeah, I think it's still pushing up. All right, we out.